Hey everyone, thanks Corinne for such a great welcome. And I will just share my. One second.
Perfect. We can see it. Oh, we did see it.
Okay, you can see it now.
I
Yes?
can. Thank you. It's all yours.
Great, great. So hello everyone. It's really nice to send you wishes from really winterish, snowy Lithuania. And I'm actually each year when I enter Microbit Live, I'm so glad and grateful for this community, for this Microbit network, because somehow I found out and understood that the people who gets around the Microbit, they are in a way a little bit funky and a little bit crazy. So I'm really I'm glad to be part of it. And I'm really looking forward for your questions or comments through the presentation. So just I know if you feel the same or if you agree or disagree. So please comment in the comment section. And let's start. So my name is Viltautė, and I'm the leader at Microcomputers Foundation in Lithuania, and it would be Kompiuteriukų fondas. And we are actually the organization which brought the microbit to Lithuania and showed it to kids, to teachers. We brought it, the microbit, to the schools and started actually microbit movement here in Lithuania. And even though our first idea was, and it still is, of course, how to bring better IT education to kids in Lithuania, we ended up by actually falling more and more into the goal and to the idea to build and keep growing the creative teachers community in here. So because I was listening to Magda's introduction, and I'm so glad that the Microbit Foundation as well saw and sees now teachers as the key factor actually to spread the idea, to reach out the kids. And actually it's I think that this is really the way to work with kids in a sustainable way, so through the teachers. And when I look into my journey of creating and building teachers community, I must say that it is a pretty tough task to anyone who is actually maybe now at the start point and you are an initiative or the organization. So for me, it had to take some time and really various activities to find out who my audience is, what kind of audience teachers are, and that they are definitely not the same, like, I don't know, startup IT companies community. So however, so building a community requires really a lot of effort, but it also pays back a lot. So today I would like to talk and share with you, like, just a brief story of Kompiuteriukų fondas, Microcomputers Foundation, how we got in touch with Lithuanian teachers, and actually what kind of different methods and activities we did and we organized in order to engage, involve, invite teachers to create. So first of all, so we are that organization which during the first year of our existence, we managed to donate more than 20,000 microbits directly to the kids, to the fifth graders. And during those years, we were constantly asking ourselves, like, how to make this work, how to make microbit really the thing, the practical tool, what needs to be done, what's next, and stuff like that. And during the first year, we understood that actually we need it all. We need to talk to schools, to teachers. We need to bring and create material. We need to bring and show ideas to kids as well as to teachers. We need strategy in general. How we're gonna lead this whole microbit movement, and that we need community. We understood that during the first year that we as an organization, we are too small to do everything on our own, and we really need to engage with community to start building it up and look for the ways to keep it going. And when I talk about community, in that time we were thinking more like about IT specialists and teachers community. Today I'm gonna talk more about teachers community. So the thing that you need to do first, as a second part, is like to know your audience and getting to know the teachers. So what I understood or saw or met in Lithuania, but I think that it should be a bit similar throughout the countries, that actually this is the audience and people who are really devoted to their job. They're doing because they're working with kids and they are like really devoted to that. When we talk about IT education and IT teachers or technologies teachers, I saw that in Lithuania in general, they're kind of missing good quality content, and they are willing to learn, but there are some challenges who tops that wish. And first of all, it's that they're like really overwhelmed with the responsibilities, and due to COVID situation, I think it changed like globally. The past 2 years were like pretty difficult for this audience, as well as in Lithuania. I found that IT curriculum was like more than 10 years old, so it was like really not competitive when we talk about technological world in general. And that teachers, even though they should, I thought that I had the idea that teachers, IT teachers should like be like really at the bottom up of technologies, but they were not. And so just to understand that helped us a lot to look for the activities and ways to work with them. And when we talk about community, I really had a vision or understanding that it should be like they should be like really open and willing to share, and they would like to be in and that teachers, they see themselves as in the community already. But I was wrong in Lithuania's case, because I found out that teachers see themselves more like individually, because they stand alone in front of the classroom, and they do not think like as about them as like really huge community of all IT teachers in Lithuania. But so understanding all of these factors, I still strongly believe that with our enthusiastic young team and the microbit in our hands, we will manage to inspire teachers to find a way to work with them, and to show and to find them their curious, maybe even childish side of them, and somehow we will sparkle that joy to learn. And because I simply didn't agree. I didn't accept that we cannot do nothing about that. I believe that we must and can do everything what is in our hands, just to start working with teachers and inspiring them. So that's how we started, and we invited teachers to follow us in a way, and to accept the challenges and various experiments. And we invited them at the time what we called like microcomputers Rally. It's like an IT educational program where we put like many different aspects of activities, but teachers really didn't know at first like where they sign up to. And like right starting before we started that microcomputers rally, the third part, like what is like a key when you talk about the community building, is like communication. And we understood it right away that we need to be that fresh voice for the teachers, that we want to have our own face and way how we communicate with them. So that's why I really took care of the way how we communicate with teachers, what kind of emails we write, what words we use, that we do not order like the teachers are used to from Ministry of Education or something like that, but we invite, we motivate, and we do not give them more paperwork, but like we try to eliminate everything like that. So we want to be that cheerful, colorful, inviting place for teachers to feel safe to create. So communication was like it is really a key, and for the all organizations who are starting the community, I really suggest you to really put an effort to that and give energy for communication, for the way how you talk to teachers, because the feedback is outstanding, and they really want to be heard. So our like method was like to invite teachers. It was like open call, like the ones who want at the time, like innovators. We motivate them. We do not order, but like we ask, we provide something that is interesting, and we inspire to go to start actually that journey together, because we as an organization and the ones who are like rolling the community, we are the ones who are like standing near, we support, and we do everything to boost kids and teachers potential. So from one microbit we went to like more of the toolkit boxes for the teachers to have, so that we could create something like moving projects, objects, cheerful ones. And at the time we invited them like to create, to make toys alive. That was one of the challenges, and then like to keep going. And the outcome was that teachers said that it feels like cosmos. And because we were like constantly asking teachers how do they feel um, about like going and doing activities with us. We were like doing that in really open and honest matters. So we received the same openness from the teachers. So they were not afraid to say that, I didn't understand anything what like had to do with all those wires and electronics. And it was like really scary, but teachers who started to learn with us, they found out eventually that like as this teacher Jurgita said, that was the best thing which happened to me this year, that year. So what was the result from our like that microcomputers rally initiative was that we invited teachers and kids like start from like really zero, and in a couple of months we saw that they could make a toy move, connect the wires, the sensors, program electronics, and all that effort which we as organization we put in, we saw that it really pays off. And it was like it really motivated us as a team to see those projects which were really creative, funky, unique, programmed. Some of the pictures you see here, we organized a huge event like to collect to call for like 200 participants. It was before the COVID. And we somehow like really managed to find that contact with kids as well as with teachers. And for teachers, we saw that it really brought joy for them to create it. It motivated that, it inspired. And for those who participated, they were willing to be open and to share with the others. So even though the results were outstanding, we understood that this is like just a pilot, and it's just a, like 40 teachers, and it's like just a small group of of all the teachers. So what's next? What to do next? We doubled the participants. We continued with the rally, and as well as we actually got more into the depth by organizing a hands-on creative workshop weekend, like teachers camp for teachers only, because we understood that teachers, even though like we did like everything quickly and moved fast, in long term, like they just need time. They need time to create. So okay, let's have the whole weekend, from like morning till the late night, to actually sit and construct and be together and learn from each other and do various projects you have no time to do. And we had like IT specialist support, like who were consulting teachers, and that was like totally the first hackathon for the teachers, which went super successful. We did the second one like this September, and I was like so glad to hear the teacher said like, I was looking for this event for 2 years. For 2 years, I was like waiting for it. So you can see in the picture some of the project teachers are holding in their hands. And so like different areas of activities, I see that I could talk and talk actually, but in general is that we are doing like different kind of activities each year, because we are trying like to show and lead the way for the teachers, so they know what we're gonna do, what we offer them to do this year together with us as an activity or event, as well as we encourage them to use that knowledge in the classroom. And for us as an organization, even though we are making lots of activities and I see how teachers are growing, I also understand that this is like, it's a continuous process, and you just need to keep going and going, even though like, I don't know, the situation changes. And we as an organization, we always need like to change, to change and look for the directions. So when the COVID situation struck the whole world, it was for us a chance to form a really close circle of innovative, enthusiastic teachers, and start our like Microcomputers Foundation Teachers Club, so that we still keep the pulse and teachers could learn from each other throughout the year, like during the regular meetings, and move to the main goal, like to bring that knowledge and share with the community in a bigger scale. So we started that club, and in this spring we felt that okay, this is so sad and situation and COVID, and it's like so stressful and teachers are so tired, and it's really with all that online learning, it's really not the best case for the hands-on activities. So we organized the hands-on virtual conference. So we sent out like more than 100 packages to teachers, and we were like streaming 4 hours conference, and we were like creating together the project. I will not show them it to you, because I see that my time is like really running. I just want to go that to the idea that the club made this conference happen, and we, from the community perspective, we managed to make that teachers are teaching teachers, and like teachers to teachers on a bigger scale, a national wide, they learn and experience together. And like this year, we just published our like new exercise book for all the teachers in Lithuania. So it's like really in paper, it's unique, it's innovative. We just won Belma awards, like golden award, which is like first Lithuanian award in this contest. So it's like really such an honor for us as a young team. So with this book, even though we had like material provided to teachers, with this book, now we are able actually to scale and to reach out to the teachers in various schools, kids, and offer them our like really good practices in one place, like the thing which could lead them through this technical creativity. And what we did is that we combined STEAM, microbit, like projects with microbit, and global goals. So we're talking about global challenges, and we're suggesting to use the microbit to solve the problems. And this is just how it looks like. We present the issue. Kids can scan some QR codes, program, and like get into the subject. Also like to reflect on what they did. So this book now is like the center, let's to say, and for this year for us, because it allows us to reach more teachers. We are doing like virtual online courses to teach them how to build one on another theme, and we are like always like having our like yearly plan and how to keep growing together with teachers. And I think that here in Lithuania, Microcomputers Foundation teachers community, it really has its own face. We are very dynamic, and we have our own goals, activities. We are very unique. Have our own concept, how we do these things in such a playful, inviting manner, and it's the place where teachers can feel happy, safe to create. And we as an organization, we take responsibility that if we promise teachers to be near and that we will be a support for them, so we're gonna be there. So I think that this is the main points of our community. And I would like to end up with the quote from one teacher, and I think that it really sums up all the effort and in general, if you see if it's valuable or not, but that when you hear that teacher who works at school like for 30 years, he says that I feel now that maybe it was worth it to be a teacher all these 30 years just to find this place and this community to belong to, and to experience this technological creativity in such a matter like we do here now. So I think I see that my time ran up, and I just wanted to finish and to encourage everyone who wants to create and build their own teachers community. Like first of all, of course, communication, ways, different methods, how you're gonna keep in contact with your community, and just keep going, because it takes time for teachers to learn, and of course it takes time for the community to grow. And it's always like the someones who are like more in the center, and the others who are just like join from time to time. But as I see now, when I look to those years, I see that all of us actually who started this journey were not the same, and we grew so much, like we as an organization and teachers as a community. So if you have any questions, if you want to stay in touch or let's discuss, or you can always email me. You can see my contacts here. I would really love to know other organizations and talk more in a private matter, like how we are coping with things. Please follow us on Facebook, Kompiuteriukai, and I don't know, I can maybe stop sharing.